when most careers of anybody's life is waning, they're on the downhill slide. Here God is opening doors for us that we never dreamed of. We're busier than we've ever been in our lives. And it's not because we're such great singers. It's not because we're such great innovators or people. It's because of a touch from the Master. His leading and his guidance is all that matters.
And I think with good singing, and of course good singing is always here to stay, but he's one of the funniest men. He can tell a story
all the time,
better than anybody I know. And
well, I got a funny man to work with. Somebody asked me the other day, said, why do you pick on Glenn like you do? I said, God has called me to do this. Glenn looked out his back window the other day, and he saw his dog Samson had the next door neighbor's, in between the hedges, had the next door neighbor's white rabbit in his mouth. And it was very dirty and very dead. Glenn ran out and beat Samson away from the rabbit and got the rabbit, and sure enough it was dirty, and he took it in. He'd had trouble with a neighbor before, and he didn't want no more trouble. He didn't know what to do, so he ran the house, put it in the bathtub, turned the shower on, and he washed it up real good. And he took a towel and dried it off. Then he took a hairdryer and blowed it. Got that white rabbit looking good, all fluffed up, run through the hedge, and he propped it up in the cage next door and run back. No sooner he got back in the house, he heard a blood-curdling scream, run back through the hedge like he didn't know what happened. And he said, what is it? And she said, it's the rabbit. The rabbit. Said, we buried it a week ago and it's back.
Amazingly enough, the generational gap many times is quite small, because George and Glenn are just, they're great guys, and, I guess they've been around younger people for so many years. I mean, they know what's up, and they know what's happened, they know the latest things, and they're pretty cool for two old men, actually. Wouldn't you say?
I would say so. Leaving just anything, suddenly call away. Don't stay behind, don't come along. Yes, we'll be leaving just anything, suddenly call away. Don't stay behind, don't come along.
I work with them behind the scenes, and you hear a lot of stuff about who are they really, not necessarily about the Cathedrals, but about anybody in Christian music. Who are they really? I know them as well as I know myself, and they care about the people that they work with and the people that they sing to, and that comes out in their music.
That is still empty where Jesus once lay. There is no other life to this very day. No one could explain it, but they knew it was true. Jesus rose from the dead like he said he would do. Now he is gone.
If we can just realize that we're not in this alone, that not only do we wrestle against spiritual wickedness in high places, not against flesh and blood, but we have not only the armor of God, but we've got our brothers and sisters to help us through. Sometimes I get on his nerves or on Roger's nerves, and I mean, that's just human nature. But I genuinely love these guys, and I know if I needed anything, they'd be there for me.
We will shout and sing strangers to the everybody will be happy over there. Everybody ought to be happy over there. Oh, that will be happy over there. We will shout and sing strangers to the everybody will be happy over there.
Most people are not able to maintain their integrity and character, and I have never heard one single derogatory thing about those two guys as long as they've been around. I don't know anybody that doesn't like them. And I think that that's a big key to their success, is they have stood the test of time and they've had integrity and character. And I hope that when I'm their age, I have as great of a name as they've had for themselves, simply because they've held true to their calling. I appreciate that in them.
I think success is great, but you get to thinking you're doing it, that's a very bad mistake, because every step we take, every breath of air we breathe belongs to the Lord Jesus Christ.
And we never sat down when we started out. No. Glenn and I never sat down when we started out and said, if we do this, if we get to this point in our life, then we'll do this to this point in our life, then we'll do this point in our life. When we started out, we were doing what we believed God called us to do. And you know what? Today, we're still doing what we believe God called us to do. It's not that we set ourselves goals and finally reach them. Whatever's happened to us, it's because of Him.
Glory.